The supply of lower priced homes in Calgary still remains low for January. This is your Calgary Real Estate Board January 2023 real estate market update for Calgary and the surrounding areas. The level of new listings in January fell to the lowest levels seen since the late 90s. While new listings fell in nearly every price range, the pace of decline was higher for lower priced properties. At the same time, sales activity did slow compared to the high levels reported last year, but remained consistent with long-term trends. However, there has been a shift in the composition of sales as detached homes only comprise 40% of sales. Our chief economist, Anne-Marie Laurie, states that higher lending rates are causing many buyers to seek out lower priced products in our market. However, the higher rates are likely also preventing some move-up activity in the market, impacting supply growth for lower priced homes. This is causing differing conditions in the housing market based on price range. With 2,451 units available in inventory, levels remain 43% lower than long-term trends for the month. While overall inventory levels are slightly lower than last January, there is significant variation by price range. Homes priced under $500,000 reported year-over-year inventory declines of nearly 30%, while inventory levels improved for home prices above that level. Although conditions are not as tight as last year, lower supply levels are preventing a significant shift toward balanced conditions, and prices did trend up slightly over last month, breaking the 7 consecutive month slide. As of January, the benchmark price reached $520,900, 5% higher than last January, but still well below the May 2022 high of $546,000. Let's look at detached homes. So the detached home sales saw the largest pullback despite the year-over-year rise in inventory levels. Higher lending rates are cooling demand for higher priced homes, which is supporting inventory gains. Meanwhile, a lower priced product is preventing stronger price sales in the lower price ranges. The variation within the market is likely causing divergent trends in pricing as prices have trended down in the higher priced city center, while still reporting some modest gains in other districts of the city. Overall, the benchmark price reached $622,800 in January. Now, slightly higher than levels reported in December, but below the monthly high achieved in May of 2022. So, sales in January slowed relative to last year's levels, but remained above levels achieved before the pandemic. At the same time, a pullback in new listings has left inventory levels below the already low levels reported last January. Like the detached sector, the semi-detached homes have seen shifts where the demand remains strong for lower priced product relative to the supply, likely causing divergent trends in the pricing. In January, most districts in the city reported a monthly benchmark price growth. However, prices did trend down in the higher priced city center district, causing Calgary's semi-detached benchmark prices to ease slightly over levels seen in December of 2022. Despite the monthly adjustment overall, prices remain nearly 6% higher than levels reported in January of 2022. Now let's look at our row townhomes. So row home sales slowed over last year's record high, but remained well above long-term trends for the month. Sales would have likely been stronger if more listings came onto the market. In January, new listings dropped over the previous year and were over 20% below long-term trends. The adjustments in both sales and new listings did little to change the low inventory scenario, and the months of supply remained below 2 months in January. The persistently tight conditions did also prevent any downward pressure on prices, which posted a nearly 1% gain over December levels. With a benchmark price of $361,400, levels are still over 12% higher than last January and only slightly lower than the $363,700 monthly high achieved in June of 2022. Okay, so let's look at apartment condominium sales, because apartment condominium sales did not see the same pace of decline as other types of properties in January, partly due to the level of new listings coming onto the market. Nonetheless, inventory levels remained well below long-term trends for the month and have not been this low since January of 2014. The adjustments to both sales and inventory have left this sector with a month's supply of inventory, and that is lower than levels seen at the start of 2022. The shift to affordable options is also impacting prices within the apartment condominium sector. In January, prices trended up from December levels, driven by strong gains in the lower price district of the Northeast and East, Overall, apartment condominium prices in the city reached $277,000, 1% higher than last month, and a year-over-year gain of nearly 10%, narrowing the spread from the record high prices set in 2014. Okay, now what's happening out in our bedroom communities? Let's look at Airdrie, because January sales eased over the last year's record high but remained consistent with long-term trends for the month. The pullback in sales did outpace the pullback in new listings, causing inventory levels to improve over the exceptionally low levels reported last year. Now, despite the inventory gain, levels remain over 50% lower than long-term trends for January. These shifts in the market have caused the month of supply to rise over last January's 2022 record low. However, with less than 2 months of supply, conditions continue to remain relatively tight and supported a modest monthly price gain. In January, the benchmark price reached $480,200, nearly 8% higher than last January, but still below the monthly peak of $510,700 achieved in April of 2022. Let's have a look at Cochrane. Now, January sales eased over last year's record high, but remained comparable to long-term trends for the month. At the same time, new listings are slowed, but not at the same pace as sales. Inventory levels also rose from the near record lows reported last January. While improving inventories is likely welcome news to most buyers, inventory levels are still nearly 40% below long-term trends. Shifts in both sales and inventory have caused the months of supply to rise to nearly 3 months. This has taken some of the pressure off of home prices, which have seen exceptional gains over the past 2 years. Now, overall, the benchmark price in January was $488,900, over 1% lower than last month, but still 7% higher than January 2002 levels. Now let's look at Okotoks. Both sales and new listings slowed in January compared to last year, preventing any significant addition to the inventory compared to what was available in the market at the end of 2022. While there is more supply in the market compared to last January's record low, with only 56 units available, this is still 61% below long-term trends for the town. The persistently tight market conditions have supported significant price growth over the past several years. While recent shifts have taken some of the pressure off the pace of the price growth, prices did see some further gains in this month. January benchmark price reached $539,000, which is an increase from December and a year-over-year gain of nearly 7%. Now, if you're looking to buy your dream home or make a move, I can help you simplify the home buying and selling process. My name is Danny Green, and I'm your local Calgary realtor with MB Real Estate Group, RE/MAX First. I specialize in helping homeowners and home buyers navigate the real estate market in Calgary, Alberta, so that they can move into a better home, improve their quality of life without having to worry about a thing. My email is danny@calgarysagent.com. My phone number is 403-605-6626. You can also DM me on Facebook, just search Danny Green. Or you can DM me on Instagram. My username is @CalgarysAgent. And even if you're not looking to buy or sell a home right now, but you want to learn more about the market, the process, and other mistakes to avoid and best practices to do, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I create lots of educational content, and click on the bell icon so you get notified when a video comes out. Or again, just reach out. I love helping people, I love real estate, and thank you for watching your January 2023 Calgary Real Estate Market Update.